Ora NPP for ekase ora na tonso no attorney general eguso edi cases ne bia enye asam keto akra wa babonten edi nsem bi ababetudwa eye drip machines a ora ekoko hu se sa company NPP aban ene omo ameje ebo oman ne kro no aha gossip politics TV so unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be ebe drop no onso onsa ebetumi akem during NPP tenure 2024 NPP government any one company be a friend JA Plant Pool Ghana Limited sign a contract of $176.7 million. Says our company and supply 2,420 moving machines. Drip machines set in common supply. Now, sa supply and case or almost supply. Abusuya. Sa sikana and case a car or mine bon case. Nina cost $176.7 million. Na sa sika we no abusuya NPP aban and sa company MJ inflate figures no. The $2 million eka sa sika no ho a sa $2 million no aban ni tua ya de sa sika na ide ashom sa 2,428 moving machines our government any almost sign contracts the company sign contract say supplies our machines from our government and kanina be $176.7 million. But enam say inflative figures no pese bomb no krono no abusuya sika no $178.7 million, which is the $2 million and abusuya aka sa sika no na attorney general si form SU our company and NPP nkofo bi a involved with that scandal we see court say san so refund this $2 million ya wiaye eka inflation na inflate count abusuya attorney general SU court it is one of their executive a friend Joseph Siaw Japan involved abusuya NPP government no during 2024 February contract here almost signing the $2 million eka ho asisi abusuya attorney general akwaku hu echira wasiu enkofwe court say mbra na return sika na refund $2 million na sanso mfa interest enye den enka abusuya yense mbre mom yenko na yenkonko tie ensem bia course na mepese medi enkomo bi kire mo Ghana ha say open computer papa anase laptop papa abusuya borua mu Perosi computers and accessories say open computer and laptops papa and laptops papa fi na ade ba kwa mu say budget bia ekura obia say okura low budget say okura high budget abusuya opema high quality laptop say oye student open gaming machine say audio business location any problem eba location any problem say all outside Ghana UK US Canada Germany abusuya Perosi computers sa laptop yi ebebrel na ne location nso any problem Kumasi Buokrom Estate Eli pick number ya egu screen so nefre Perosi computers and accessories obema laptop papa computer papa no why then we use it the number na 0247 030 108 and I say 0597 942 133 say o friend numbers me no na we nya Perosi computers sound so fresh number we 0540 882 824 Perosi computers in your laptops and your machines are you using no Perosi computers and a supply in and my mom yankona yankonko tie ensema attorney general and the court siwa o siu a drip company and the NPP executive involved in drip scandal $2 million scandal mom yankona yankonko tie medamasi.
And Joseph Siaw Japan, who is the chair of the Jospon group of companies, and the Attorney General's Department is suing this company and its executive chair, Joseph Siaw Japan, of an alleged inflated payment under the DRIP, that's the District Road Improvement program. That's DRIP. Government signed a contract in February 2024 with GA Plant Pool to supply 2,420 earth-moving machines for district road projects. This is talking about excavators and so on. Now, the contract value was stated as about $178.7 million. However, the Attorney General is saying, based on the documents we have seen, the actual total of all listed equipment cost adds up to about $176.7 million. So take note of the two figures, $178.7 million, and the actual figure that the Attorney General is saying this equipment should have cost. That is, we're talking about the 2,420 earth-moving machines. It should have cost the actual figure of $176.7 million, but the value was overstated to $178.7 million. According to the suit, there's this unexplained difference of $2 million in the contract sum, which I just showed to you, the difference of $2 million you see there, 178, 176. The Attorney General is arguing the extra $2 million was not tied to any equipment. It wasn't part of the 2,420, that $2 million. Even there was no attachment to service, training, warranty, or other work under the contract. So the $2 million figure was not for any of these services to be delivered, as in training, warranty, or even equipment delivery. So government is alleging that this $2 million was actually paid in full, the inflated amount through the Ministry of Finance and Omnibusec Bank. The suit claims the defendant knew or should have known about the discrepancy, but still accepted and retained the money. This is based on what we have seen and what the Attorney General is taking to court. The state is also saying the defendants, that's the GA Plant Pool, and Dr. Joseph Siaw, they were unjustly enriched, and they are asking the court to order them to refund the $2 million plus interest. This is just a summary of the reliefs that the Attorney General is seeking in this suit against GA Plant Pool and Joseph Siaw. Now, earlier, I spoke to the Deputy Attorney General a few weeks back regarding this particular case. That is the DRIP issue, because if you look at the Operation Recover All Loot, that's the oral document, this DRIP case is part of the cases captured under oral. And this is what he had to say at the time regarding the progress of work done on this case. Take a look.
DRIP equipment, we are using a multiple front to recover the money. So we have, there's a tax aspect of it, tax evasion aspect of it, with the GRA. GRA has done this investigation and given us an assessment of how much we could, how much taxes have been evaded. We stand at, I think, 22 million Ghana cedis on that. Apart from the tax evasion case, there's an overpricing aspect of it. And overpricing runs around 80 million cedis.
Well, the company in question came out to contest that overpricing that you talk about.
Yeah.
You saw that statement.
Yeah, I saw it, but
they don't even know where you are coming from with
yeah,
this.
I understand the company. I mean, I understand either by way of ignorance of what is at stake or near mischief, because we have, and I believe it's more of mischief because the company itself has written to the GRA saying that we want to return some of the equipment that's in respect of which they evaded tax.
The GA Plant Pool?
Yes, they have written a letter to GRA indicating clearly that they want to return some of the equipment.
You want to return some of the DRIP equipment?
Some of the equipment, so this is the...
So,
what
do you mean?
So there is a list of equipment that government, imported.
Right.
And government was supposed to, government gave tax waivers for those equipment. It so happened that more equipment than the number that government, requested were imported and the tax waiver was applied to them. And so currently the assessment shows that about 22 million Ghana cedis is what is involved. And we believe it's even more. So we've asked the GRA to do further investigation to be sure of what the amount is. That is just one aspect of the drip. There's another aspect of allegation of what? Overpricing. And then there's one of which the company, I think, described as clerical error. $2 million just been put on the price without any justification.
It's a clerical error.
Yeah, but we hold a different view on that.
What's your view?
And our view is that it was intentional.
It was intentional that the $2 million was put in there. Was money paid? Was that amount?
Yeah, the money has been paid.
The $2 million they describe as a clerical error was paid?
Yes, it was paid. So in fact, and there was, at the point, there were communications between the company with the proposal of returning the money as well. So these are, I mean, that is the drip. Then we have the Apalu case, which my boss announced the previous weeks. Yeah. So these are some of the cases that are currently in court.
Well, so that's Dr. Justice Adam Semsai, the Deputy Attorney General there. A few weeks back, giving me an update on this drip case. In fact, what he said is basically what is captured in this suit, what I just ran through. So he mentions beyond the $2 million, which he says the company in question, J. Planpo, described as a clerical error, as in, you know, it wasn't really, it was just about a mistake in the figures. But then again, the issue is that mistake that resulted in the increase in the figures, that money has been paid. So it goes beyond just a clerical error. That's number one. They talk about 22 million Ghana cedis tax evasion, which is also one issue that they are seeking for payment, and then some 80 million cedis overpricing. This is a case that we're going to keep an eye on as it takes its path in the court of law and what happens in that regard. But away from that, coming up next, let's go from the courts, let's go to Parliament, because pressure is mounting. There are new sponsors who are being added to this bill, the proponents of this particular bill. There's been a number of engagements with civil society and other stakeholders, but today the Maritime Parliament, they've rejected claims that the former president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, intentionally refused to assent to the anti-LGBTQ plus bill, insisting the legislation was never formally presented to him when he was president for approval. This was during the debate earlier today on the reintroduction of the bill. The NPP MPs argued that efforts by the clerk to Parliament to transmit the bill at the time to the former president were unsuccessful. Take a look.
Mr. Speaker, I am happy that when we went through the circles, when we did the circles, Mr. Speaker, it is back to the House here again for the approval. And I am grateful. For once, it will demonstrate the commitment of both sides. Two, it will tell the country that it was not a deliberate attempt or refusal of the NPP government or Nana Addo Akufo-Addo for not assenting this bill. The process is clear. And Mr. Speaker, there are times that the Speaker has made conflicting statements from what the majority leader has also made. So, Mr. Speaker, if we are here today and everybody here is witnessing that you have a overwhelming majority of the House that can even take a day to pass this bill, Mr. Speaker, I am happy. I am only urging that just like we passed the gold board bill, Mr. Speaker, just like we did the, the e-levy bill, just like we did other bills with certificate of urgency. Mr. Speaker, it is important that we add some urgency to this LGBTQ bill.
It's an act of law, which is why the framers of the Constitution said when the bill is presented to the president, it was not presented to the president, which is why the secretary to the president clearly stated by the letter read by the majority chief whip says the president secretary indicated at the time that Parliament should desist from presenting the bill to the president. So, Mr. Speaker, it is my submission that that bill was not presented to the president, properly so-called, within the four corners of Article 106, 7 and 8, as you quite rightly pointed out.
Parliament, the clerk of Parliament, in looking for the president to present a bill to him, cannot be going to Makola. he cannot be going to Accra Sports Stadium. Even if the president is attending a function at the Accra Sports Stadium, he can only go to the Flagstaff House, the Jubilee House, the official residence. And for years, we've been passing bills. The clerk does not carry the bill and go and hand over to the president directly. He doesn't. He carries it. Listen, he carries it to the secretary to the president, and they arrange the days when the bill will be assented to, and then he comes and sits there. Because it is my commitment that in the next 2 weeks, we must pass this bill. We must pass this bill. I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to people sponsoring a bill and abandoning the bill halfway.
Well, that's Majority Leader Mahama Ayarga ending portions of the debate on the reintroduction of the anti-LGBTQ+ bill in Parliament earlier today. Edem Senano is the co-chair of the Advocates for Christ. They're one of the CSOs that also pushed for or supported this particular bill, and in the first instance and in the second instance as well, they've shown strong support. Lozano, good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. You observed the debate in Parliament with the reintroduction or the second coming of this anti-LGBTQ+ bill. Now, did it give you any confidence that this time around, this bill will see the light of day, or it will reach the expected end as it being passed by Parliament and accented to by the President?
Well, I think the most important thing is the political will of our leaders. If the current president is so minded, this should not take a long period. But first of all, I think it's important to appreciate the work of Parliament. I think I'll single out the Speaker of Parliament, especially, who's been consistent in indicating that he will ensure that this is passed for the good of this country. And also put it back. I hear there was a lot of progress today, and that potentially over the next 2 weeks or so, we may see some finality. That would really be a plus for all of us, especially as Parliament is about to rise again. So completing all these things would make sure that the wishes of the good people of this country are actually attained.
But how do you expect the coming days to look like, taking into consideration how the debate has started today, and then also the positions taken by the minority and the majority also indicating that there's a possibility that this will not take too long, as the Majority Leader Mahama Ayarga did indicate that in coming weeks, that is, all things being equal, it could be passed?
Let me put it this way. The first one, they finished. And even that one, most of us thought that Parliament had done well. I mean, this is 28 February 2024, consensus decision. That was, very significant, historic milestone. So, in my view, honestly speaking, this second attempt ordinarily shouldn't face any difficulties, because all the real work was done with the first one. This gives us an opportunity. If there are a few areas that should be improved, enhanced, I'm sure that will also be taken on board. My expectation is that both sides of the divide will put their hands on board and ensure that this gets through as quickly as possible.
And maybe the last question before I let you go, because I do recall in the first instance there were concerns about some portions of this bill and how that could be misinterpreted or misapplied, leading to some excesses, for that matter. This second coming of the bill, you were part of the stakeholder engagement as well. I'm talking about your group, Advocates for Christ. Were those issues addressed? Is there a clear understanding of how this bill will be applied to ensure that those concerns about excesses will not indeed become reality?
Okay, abusua we ne ensema ekọ so e political highway ne so drip machine 2024 contract it is $176 million NPP for NSR company infility figures no $178 million already $2 million a source so omo chase asika ni din attorney general e ma kwa kopie mo court no honsem e na ye de brem be da masese mo jepene kokoti sa ensem we e de mai aha gossip politics TV so be da masese